Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 Part 92. Let's get ready to go for an encore in race number 5 of 15 in World Touring Car 800 at Dragon Trail Seaside in the reverse direction. From Part 91, after I just took a huge successful finish by having an ultimate sacrifice for having a go hard in first place by using the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group 3. But it takes a lot of brainstorming strategy to go down by having 10 laps by adding up to have 2 types of tire compound to go for the medium in the first leg and racing sop in the second leg. But maybe this is going to be the only way to have a different Group 3 car that might be going a bit much more better, because the Land Evo X Group 3 is a hard-going challenger and a tough cookie to be labeled as a Group 3 contender. So since last time, after I just took a huge successful finish by using the Ferrari FXXXK 2014. First time ever to have a good completion in the weekly challenges, so this will have to go again on round 2 to have a 10 lap challenge to go by a tire wear in 10 times and fuel consumption by having 9 times. The next Group 3 car as I'm choosing is the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. On the settings, I just went down and purchased onto the high RPM turbocharger is now being equipped and installed by carry out by 788 horsepower, and performance point is now adding up on 762.13. Transmission as always to have a good top speed to go by 310 to go on racing by fully customizable. So I had to fight for it and go forward to have a second time to go for an encore after I just took the first race at Fuji International Speedway for only a matter of rain condition. But it'll have to go for having a marathon with series of Group 3 race cars to see which one is the best. But if possible, because Group 2 or any other kinds of various race car that might go capable and see how it goes. So let's get ready to move on and have a good check on the forecast, because it's all about having a good clear forecast to have a bright and sunny day in Croatia. Now on to business. Hard racing compound tires will do the best part and carry out to have a good excellent speed of performance to go for having a racing competition. But better brace yourself as we're about to go to the chicane of death, approaches, and go up ahead to have the main course for only a one best GT3 rotary race car to have Team UDRS Innsprotect to go for the 20th position. Let's go and have the first hairpin to go on the approach. Here goes Power 1. Got to overtake Angel Inestrosa. Gonna have to wait for Adam Wilk. Slow down and let him pass. Okay, that's very good. I'm on the 18th position to go enter Sector 2. This will be having a different important strategy to have 5 laps by having 1 pit stop. But this may not have an ordinary pit stop because it'll have to go additional to go by 1 or 2 pick. Like last time as I using the Ferrari FXXK 2014, I just recently took 3 times a pit stop by switching up onto hard compound racing tires to go onwards by using the racing medium. But differently, for all Group 3 cars that you might need to keep a good excellent grip on the profile to have a 10 times of tire wear that might need to keep a good grip when you're using on the hard racing. So I got the good pass on Kei Kawakami. Moving up on position 16 to go down on the final turn as a corkscrew. A different element of the corkscrew when you're on the reverse direction on Dragon Trail Seaside. But full speed up ahead. Gonna have to catch up and pass Simon Bishop, followed by Ryota Kokubun before entered on lap number 2. But brace yourself. You might need to stay away from that apex because that could be a very tough risk to avoid having a speed bump. Okay, that's good. Now pushing forward to have an opening to pass Battlefield Gallo. Okay, very good. One car only on the chicane. Going on, and brake zone entered to have a second hairpin. Much more impressive, and fastest lap I took by 1 minute, 47.143 seconds. But very good to be strong and powerful for the RX Vision GT3 concept, with a high turbocharged RPM is actually to be a bit much more similar to the Mazda 787B. But also, it's still got a good sound of the rotary engine still remains, and let it all out to have the engine will roar. But heads up, I got a Ford Group 3 race car on the welcoming party. That means it's going to be having Audi, Subaru, BMW, and of course to have Toyota is on the number 8 position. Got a good eyes on Yamanaka. Gonna have to go all in and proceed to have a good forward. Okay, there we go. Stay on lean 6 and have that yellow highlight to go enter at turn 1. On the opposite direction, that could be quite very good to be safer to be true. Only down to 15 seconds, folks. I'm on the 8 and go forward to catch us up onto Nicholas Ribalar. Well, I hope my Total Drama OC Hartnack is doing okay with his Land Evil Group 3 after taking a hard effort by killing all the racing soft tires after Suzuka Circuit for the final lap. But I still come to thinking about it because all that hard risk by pulling out the ultimate sacrifice without having a second pit stop is all you guys need to do. But important lesson, just grab a different Group 3 car and get much more better to be safer. Okay, there we go. Finally overtake on the BMW M6 GT3 Endurance model. Next up, Mikhail Hesal, Subaru WRX Group 3 with original variation style in WRX Blue. Okay, very good on the low speed. 47% remaining on the fuel. Only 5 more to go. That means Eco Fracca is coming up on the next list in about 3.3 seconds on lap number 4. The stronger it gets, the stronger we'll go on to have the hard racing compound tires is your best defense, and do what it takes to have a good, faster race car like the Mazda RX Vision GT3 concept. Almost there. Now gonna have to take the brake on sector 2. Getting closer and make one attempt to pass on Eco Fracca. Okay, going in. Have that low speed to keep a good response on the torque. It's all about best rivals between Mazda and Toyota during the season of the Manufacturers' Cup. But it gives me a lot of excitement since then after the 2023 series, because it's all about having a good thrill of competition, as I just went down to do some live stream record on set. But still, update is an update for the UDRS committee. Might need to have a good schedule to go on update. So let me check on the fuel map. 30% to go. Looks like I'll have to take next lap to go on number 5. So here's a reminder, folks, as few other racers might go enter at the pit towards the end of the 4th lap, because that takes out to have one time only before the next 4 laps. We'll be doing more precisely to have pit stop number 2. But my strategy won't give up now, because it'll have to stay on the usual way to go for every 5 laps in one course for having a total of 10 lap challenges. But here comes Lucas Ordonez is in the lead by having a 2013 Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 is on the gold position at the spot. So I had to catch up to him and wait for having a good response on the torque throttle. Gonna go on further offense. Okay, going precisely brake. Alright, not so bad, and still got some good skills for only a first ever GT Academy graduate. Now I'll have to stay on him before he's about to be ready to go to the pit. Okay, that's the ticket. I got the final turn right over here and go for the perfect line. Here comes the notification. Pit stop entered at the end of the 5th lap. Alright, it's about time, and switch on options to go by racing medium. Now, watch at the grid before, as other racers will be going attempted passing through in lap number 6 by entered after finishing on the 5th lap. By the result of calculation, and here it comes, looks like F. Portilla and Busby Boris, and that means Mendoza on position number 4. But update to go up on position 3, and here it comes, back to square one, and go focusing as usual to have a good roll on 5 drivers remaining after exit the pit. It's out lap time, and stay on lead 6. Okay, that's very good for Eco Braca. No accidents allowed on the dead chicane. Always go like a pro. Okay, let's go round 2. This time, better strategy and good as new. Okay, good recovery. Still got a lot of good perk of ability that I just really need to keep a good line on sight. So reminder update, as I just took from lap number 3, is the fastest by 1 minute 44.7 seconds. Very good to be impressive to have a most fine efficient record ever yet. So let's see how the other opponents is going to be more likely to beat my time to go faster before I do. So let's kick it up into high gear and go power 1. I'll have to be gentle at this time. Just 3 more to go and keep it up. This race is going to be another piece of cake. Unlike Suzuka Circuit for having a hard difficulty when using the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Group 3. But still it takes a lot of hard paces and do some hard effort, but either depends between on the mixed weather forecast. But here on in Dragon Trail Seaside, this one is 100% to have a good bright and sunny day, to have a late afternoon, and go on the twilight to have a good horizon on the sunset. In about 5.4 seconds to go, Got a good eyes on bus speed Pure Boris. Mastering clear on the S turns and going up. He's always meant to be usual to catch up to Portilla in the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R 2015. So there it goes. Gonna have to switch tactics on mid-power 3. Better change up the tactics and go fast. Coming in right towards them to have a new set of the records. Same time and decimal for a new record by 0.103 seconds. Top that for having a good high-speed RX Vision GT3 concept. Okay, almost there. Got a good eyes on Mercedes AMG, and Dodge SRT Viper is now on the side of view. In about 1.2 seconds, I'll have to make my good best chance and go overtake one Group 3 car at a time. So I'm gonna do it. So I have to get in the fight, and almost there to F. Portilla in the Dodge Viper. Okay, it's about to go side by side to have a good follow through. Just finally did it, and presses on in lap number 8. Just look at the sunset, you guys. Beautiful, isn't it? But I can stare at all the time when I'm racing is gonna have to keep my mind off. That should be served as my own sensory of relaxation. Okay, penultimate lap on number 9. Still in one piece and still got enough of fuel. But looks like Lucas Ordonez might have a good opportunity to catch up to have number 2 in the position. But still got a lot of good distance to go and be on the defense. Team UDRS in Sportec will always have to keep on racing, stay clean, and follow the objective to go marked by complete. So I'll have to wait right here and still got enough time. Apparently, if I really gonna have to stay on lean 6, the best defense, and just gonna have to hold down the line to keep a good slow down on the pace to have enough distance to go enough a spare amount. Okay, going on the brake zone to have the final sector to go back. Alright folks, almost there before at the end of lap number 9. The final lap comes in as usual to go for number 10. And it all comes down to this. But here comes the Trailblazer. Blues out and got a good visual eyes view on Adam Wilk in the Ford GT Race Car 2018. Now this will be doing much more excellent to have a good Group 3 battle to be on Dragon Trail Seaside Reverse. It takes 10 laps just like the elements of Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup. Only for the World Touring Car 800 for those who really might need to keep up the best effort out there between on Group 3, Group 2 by optional, along with some various kinds of rail cars to go suitable to be using as track-only hypercar. But it's about to get drawn near. This has got to do it for only a second time as an encore. Just gonna have to take one more push and I'll have to bring home to the finish line in no time. So here it comes. Time to drop the hammer and go first place once again. Alright, with enough fuel, so it'll have to use all of it at once. Full stretch and go to the finish line. Yes, and successful. First place for Team UDRS and Sportec for having a good call on the safe tire in the can. Now that's a good Group 3 competition for the RX Vision GT3 concept, viewers. Good run, and race number 2 as an encore to go at it. But only on the progress to have a good stepping stone to have a good total time by over 18 minutes. Here is the fastest lap I took is actually to have a minute 44.103 seconds. But after that, next Group 3 car is going to get more likely and better by performance. We'll be doing a different track. So once again, 210,000 credits is 210,000 Gran Turismo credits is good to be having a good bonus by 50%. So total mileage on driving marathon is 228.1 miles. Okay, not bad. And thumbnail image needs to be captured. Just having one quick stop and right on the night time to go early in twilight. But by the way folks, I just really need to have some management to go on storage spaces that needs to be required to have some content replay after I just recently took only a lap time challenges. But once again, 5 races is now being checked and go down on the WTC 800 by progress in 33%. In about 10 more races to go, next up, Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix layout for having another round on 10 laps by having different Group 3 cars to go by selection. 5 laps in Le Mans, 10 laps in the Mazda circuit, 15 laps in Sardinia Road Track A, 60-minute endurance on Spa-Francorchamps in 24-hour layout, Watkins Glen long course, 10 laps, along with Tokyo Expressway east clockwise, Nürburgring endurance for 3 laps, penultimate on Autopolis International Racing Course, and then 20 laps in high-speed ring. Okay folks, I'll have to be ready to wrap this up before at the end of the video. So I'll have to choose a different Group 3 car that I've never used since Gran Turismo Sport, and even of course to have the Genesis X GR3 is now being additional to the game. But hopefully, if I really want to try out the Genesis X GR3, this will be a very good time to go recommend and have myself for having a minor preparation before enter to be in Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya onto the Grand Prix track. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, and Discord to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video on part 93. Keep on racing, stay clean.